think someone has told him by now. And here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football. And that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
Check right 54. Right, he's the opposite.
They go back to Murray on first down. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Bashad Breeland, the one that got him down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Breeze. And this one's incomplete. Traquan Smith, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9?
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your...
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football, because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Now Breeze to try again after the pick 6. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Off the edge, the sack by Reggie Ragland.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Traquan Smith, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Throwing now is Breeze. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Mahomes on the bootleg, sliding out of the pocket. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Steps away to his left. It's complete to Williams.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on fourth down. Here's Mahomes to throw. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs on 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. That's caught. It's DeMarcus Robinson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the play. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Forced out to his left. He finds Robinson. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. And his throw is incomplete. The clock showing 2 minutes even in what's been a memorable Super Bowl 54. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Mahomes now to throw. Dancing to his left. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? To throw, it's Mahomes being chased out left. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jamario Davis. The 40, the 30, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Great job. Touchdown for Dave.
And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that will bump the lead up to 26. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Von Bell. He was looking for his tight end, KSC. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Brees going to throw here. Looking here for Smith downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. That time Juan Thornhill, the rookie from Virginia, batting it away. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
Delay of game, offense.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Following the penalty, it's Murray. And an alley to run. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously, he is well short of the first. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Here's Brees. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And that will write a finish to this ball game. Now another timeout called for by the offense. And the Lombardi Trophy is headed back to the Bayou. The New Orleans Saints, Super Bowl champions. For the victors.